Hello, my dear friend, and welcome back to Emerge, your 30-day yoga journey with Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and I'm here with day 28. And today we launch. So we only have one more practice after today, and it's day 29, but technically day 30 tomorrow. And today we're going to launch our energy into what we're wanting to create with this practice, what we've been cultivating, what we've been creating for ourselves, and that energy of let's move it forward, let's create it, let's make it happen. Tomorrow is going to be more of a flow, a free form sort of flow. I'm going to invite you to really make it your own. But today, let's embrace this idea of launching into whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is we're creating for ourselves. So we're going to start in extended child's pose, coming all the way down to the mat, bringing the big toes to touch, opening the knees nice and wide. You know what to do here. Crawl those fingertips all the way towards the top edge of the mat. Inhale to look forward and exhale to melt the heart down towards the mat. Bring the forehead down. Maybe you rock it side to side. Breathe nice and deep. Start to settle in. Keep those elbows lifted at first. A lot of energy in the shoulders and the fingertips, spreading those fingertips nice and wide. Then we'll take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll allow those elbows to come down to the mat and just find a moment of surrender. On your next inhale, we'll lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, and we'll slowly walk the fingertips off of the left side of the mat, reaching them out nice and long, finding length in that right side body. We inhale to look forward, and we exhale to bow the forehead down. Getting our side body stretch here. Breathing nice and deep, being more and more present for ourselves. On your next inhale, we'll walk the fingertips back through center, slowly taking them towards the right side of the mat. Walk them off the right side of the mat, reach them forward. Find that length in the left side body, and then bow the forehead down. Find a moment here, stretching through that left side body. Breathing deep, way down into the belly. Then we'll slowly come back through center, reaching the fingertips out long in front of us, really spreading them nice and wide. Then lift your sits bones, come up onto your toes, and see if you can push back into a squat. So your sits bones are reaching down towards your heels, legs are lifted, knees are nice and wide, fingers, tips are reaching out in front of you. Inhale in, exhale, push into the feet, come all the way forward into a plank. You may need to readjust where your hands are. Inhale in here, exhale, push back into the squat, knees open wide. Then launch forward into your plank. You're really launching forward. Inhale to come back. Exhale to launch it forward. Come to your plank. Couple more times, just like that. Inhale, come back to the squat, opening the knees nice and wide. Exhale, launch it forward. Come to your plank. Inhale, come back to the squat. Exhale, launch it forward. Beautiful. Inhale in here. Exhale, send those hips up high and back. Find a downward facing dog. Right away, begin to pedal it out. Make it your own. Lengthen through the backs of the legs, lengthen through the side body. You know what to do here. Melt that heart towards the thighs, really ground down through the fingertips and the knuckles. On your next inhale, bend the knees generously. Bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to make your way to the top of the mat. Maybe you practice hopping on this first one, coming all the way forward into a forward fold. Find your forward fold. Couple breaths here to work it out. Maybe you clasp opposite elbows. Maybe you bend the knees generously. Find what works in your body. Then we'll release the fingertips to the mat. Bend the knees generously, drop the hips, and slowly roll it on up to a mountain pose. Rise all the way up to mountain. Shine those palms forward. Reach through the crown. Bring your center underneath you. Ground down into the feet. Feel that resistance, that polar opposite of pushing down into the feet and then lifting up through the front body. Reaching the crown up towards the heavens. Then we'll find our soft knees and we'll inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Perhaps palms come to the shins or to the thighs. Find length in the back of the neck. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step the left toes back, just the left toes. Pivot on the back foot, bringing it to a 45-degree angle. Slowly rise on up, finding a warrior one. Inhale in here. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Then inhale in again. Maybe you reach and look up. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Frame the right foot. Step the right toes back. Find a plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up for a cobra. Exhale to bow the forehead down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Then rise on up to a downward facing dog. Plant the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring that left knee all the way up and through. Step the left foot up between the palms. Pivot on the back foot, bringing it to a 45-degree angle. Bend through that left knee and rise on up to a warrior one on this side. Inhale to reach. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Inhale, maybe you look up. And exhale, float the fingertips down, bring them to the mat. We pivot on the back foot, send the left toes back, find our plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale, rise up, lifting the head, the neck, the shoulders. Maybe you lift the palms. Exhale to bow it down. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale to rise up. Take some weight out of the palms. Exhale to bow it down. 1 more time. Inhale, rise it up. Lift the palms. Exhale to bow it down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. And a long breath out. Bend the knees generously. Belly comes to the tops of the thighs. We inhale to look forward. We exhale to journey to the top of the mat. Maybe you're finding your hop or your skip or your jump. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Send those fingertips wide. Really push into the feet to rise up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Find your soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step 1 foot back, then the other. Find a plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale to a downward facing dog. When you arrive, plant the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, upper body's in plank. Lower that back knee if you need to. Step the right foot up between the palms. See if you can keep that back knee lifted. Front knee over front ankle. Heart shines forward, crown lifts. Bring the left palm to the mat. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens, finding your easy twist. Hug that right knee into the midline. Inhale in, exhale, float the right fingertips down. Bend the back knee, launch off of the left foot, raising it up towards the heavens, finding your standing splits. Inhale in here, exhale, left foot comes back to the mat, 45-degree angle. We once again rise on up into our warrior one. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Grab onto the left wrist with the right hand. Pull that left wrist all the way over to the right side of the mat, finding a nice side body stretch. Inhale in, exhale, come back to center. Reaching the fingertips up, we inhale in, exhale, open up to a warrior two. Adjust your feet as needed. Left foot becomes parallel with the short edge of the mat. Right heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. Fingertips reach. Fierce gaze past those right fingertips. Then we're going to take a look back at our left fingertips. Watch them come down to come up, rising up into a high lunge. So you're pivoting on that back foot, coming up onto the toes of the left foot, reaching up high. Exhale, float the palms together down at the heart. Then we'll step that left foot in halfway, finding a buoyancy in both legs. We're going to transition into a standing pigeon. So take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to bring that left knee all the way up towards the heart. And then we'll see if we can cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bend into the knee, drop the hips, come forward a little bit. Keeping the palms at the heart. Keeping your gaze transfixed on a focal point out in front of you. Breathing nice and deep. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Maybe you come down a little bit more. Then on your next inhale, we're going to bring the left foot to the mat. Come down into a chair pose, reaching the fingertips forward and up, sending those sits bones back towards the back edge of the mat, hugging the navel to the spine. You got this. Inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten the legs. Inhale, rise up to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, rise up to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment here. Breathing nice and deep. Then we'll bring the fingertips to the mat. Step one foot back, then the other. Find our plank pose. Inhale in here and exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale to rise up for a cobra. Exhale to bow it down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Nicely done. Let's do the same little ditty on the other side. Drop the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body's in plank. Remember, you can drop that right knee if you need to. Step the left toes up between the palms. Find your low lunge. See if you can lift that back knee. If you lowered it down, drop the right palm. Inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pull back with that left shoulder. We inhale in. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Find some buoyancy in that right knee. Then launch off of that right foot. Find your standing splits, lifting the right foot up towards the heavens. Fingertips are on the mat. Dial the pinky toe down. Inhale in here. Exhale, bring that right foot back to the mat, pivoting on it so that it's at a 45-degree angle. We bend through the left knee and we slowly rise on up into our warrior one on this side. Exhale to relax the shoulders. Take a moment here, take a breath, peel back with that left hip crease. Then we'll grab onto the right wrist with the left hand, reach the right fingertips towards the left side of the mat. Breathing nice and deep. Take an inhale in here, and exhale, come back to center. One more inhale in, maybe you look up, and exhale, open it up to a warrior two on this side. Right foot becomes parallel with the short edge of the mat. Left heel is in line with the arch of the right foot. Peel back with that left knee. Fierce gaze past the left fingertips. Then we're going to take our gaze to look back at the right fingertips. Watch those right fingertips go down to come up. We pivot on the back foot, coming up onto our toes, rising up into a high lunge. Inhale in. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Step that right foot up halfway. Find buoyancy in both legs. We're going to come into our pigeon pose here. So we inhale in. Exhale, hug that right knee up towards the chest, and then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Maybe you stay up high, maybe you bend the knee, drop the hips, come down a little bit further. Opening through that right hip, balancing on that left foot, pressing the palms together at the heart, breathing nice and deep. One more breath here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the right foot down to meet the left. We're going to send our hips back, reach the palms forward, come into our chair pose, Utkatasana. Beautiful. Inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise up to chair. Exhale to forward folding. Inhale, rise up. Chair pose, send those hips back. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow it down. Find your forward fold. Take a moment here. And we'll bring the fingertips to the mat. Inhale, rise up for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Root to rise, send those fingertips wide to come up, really push up out of the earth. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Take a hot second here. Get your center underneath you, lift through the crown. And we'll find our soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline, find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find our plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale to rise up for a cobra. Exhale to bow the forehead down. Curl the toes under, push up to all fours or to a plank, and then send those hips up high and back for a last downward dog of the practice. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, maybe you sigh it out. Let something go. Then we'll slowly lower the knees to the mat. Swing our legs to one side, any side. Come on to our sits bones. Send the legs out long in front of us. Bring the palms together, interlace the fingertips, find your steeple grip. Point those fingers past the front edge of your mat. Point the toes. And slowly roll it on down, coming all the way down to your back. When you arrive, take a deep breath in and a big stretch, reaching those fingertips out past the crown. And then exhale, hug the knees up into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug here. Breathing nice and deep. You can stay here, or you can open those knees as wide as the shoulders. And you can stay here, or you can reach the fingertips between the knees. Hold on to the outside of the feet. Shine the soles of the feet up towards the heavens and find a happy baby. Work it out here. Maybe you straighten one leg and then the other. Find some movement that maybe your body's still craving. Or maybe you find exquisite stillness. And slowly, we'll bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart, knees shining up towards the heavens. Reach the fingertips down towards the heels. Roll the shoulders underneath you a little bit, and then we'll slowly lift the sits bones up towards the ceiling, seeing if we can bring our gaze straight up and back and relax the neck. You know you have the option to take the bind behind the tailbone, pressing the arms into the mat, watching the belly rise and fall. Release the bind if you took it. We'll slowly roll down through the staircase of the spine. Eventually the sacrum makes contact with the mat. We reach the fingertips out long beside us, launch off of the toes, bringing the knees over the hips. Inhale in, exhale, bring the knees to the left, allowing them to fall all the way down towards the earth. A gentle landing, we find a twist here. See if you can keep that right shoulder grounded down to your mat. Begin to relax, to calm the heart, calm the breath. And we'll inhale, come back through center, lifting those knees back up through center, painting a big rainbow, and we take it to the other side. Right knee, right thigh, come down to the earth. We find our twist, seeing if we can keep that left shoulder grounded down. On your next inhale, come back through center. And finally, send the legs out long. Find your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Open the palms, face up beside you. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin just slightly, finding length in the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, sigh it out and relax into your mat. Relax the shoulders. Relax the heart space and the back of the head. Unclench the jaw. Relax the skin of the face. Unfurrow the brow. Maybe you lick the lips. Releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth. Allowing the jaw to become nice and slack. Relax the hips and the knees and the ankles. And we'll slowly begin to deepen the breath once again, bringing some energy to the fingertips and the toes, a little bit of movement, starting to wake back up again. And we'll roll to one side, any side, and slowly come on up, taking a seat. We'll meet each other in Sukhasana or a comfortable seat of your choice. Sit up nice and tall. What a pleasure to be on this journey with you. We have one more practice together tomorrow. It's going to be a juicy one. I'm going to make it a little bit longer, make it more of a full class. So allow for that in your time frame, in your day. I can't wait to see you. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's been a pleasure to be flowing and matching breath to movement with you. Let's inhale, bring the palms together at the heart. Exhale, bow chin to chest. Take one more moment here to really feel what you are launching into after this journey is done. Or maybe you've already launched into it. Maybe you're already hit the ground running. And today was just an affirmation of that process. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll bring the thumbs up to the third eye. The light in me bows to and honors the light in you. Namaste.